Hello. I have returned once again. And today is Wednesday, so I'm not doing Starbucks. I'm doing something else. Something that last time I did it ended with a bang. And that's Minecraft. Hardcore to be specifically. Because the first season, I said, ended with a creeper dropping on top of me and killing me instantly. So this time, let's hope it's different. And I can actually beat the game. So let's make a new one. Call it Hardcore Season 2. Hardcore. Nothing else. Just plain old hardcore. Create new. Let's hope it does something. I just hear my PC spooling up, but that's okay. Let's see what we have in our starting. I see ice spikes. That's funny. I see water. I see forest. What kind of forest? No. Let's first take care of the sheep. Spot some cows down there. And let's move through the ice. Seems like fun. Come on. Go there we go. Corpse took fall damage. And the cows are not dropping any leather whatsoever. There we go. Collect some pork as well. At least there's some food for a journey. And collect a pumpkin or two. Or three. Just as a resource. And no, I'm not making the same mistakes of going into caves again. There's already a creeper there. I want to go visit the ice spikes. I should probably get some spruce wood. Stop running and jumping, considering I don't have a food source just yet. And this... Oh, come on. Let's see if I can get 2 saplings out of it. Nope, just 1. That's a polar bear. Alright, let's not do that then. Considering they can be dangerous. Alright, let's see. What do we have here? We definitely have ice spikes there. That's lava down there. Alright, let's continue moving then. Village. Huh. And something of a coast, at least. Beautiful mountain. Ooh, should I make a base in a mountain? Would be cool. Oh, that would actually be a fun project as well. Instead of just going for a small base, just immediately going for a mega base. And that would be a massive castle on a hill. Certain castles are supposed to be on a hill. They're supposed to be able to be easily defended. And if you're on a hill, first of all, you have to go up the hill. And at least before guns were invented, the high ground was actually the way to win. Because, well, you have the high ground. What are they going to do? You can hit their vitals a lot easier. Because your head is more exposed if you're on the low ground. If you're on the high ground, what's going to get hit? Your foot. A lot safer than your head. Oh yeah, I'm stealing their food. They're not going to use any of it. I don't think they're going to use any of their sheep anyway. Allows me to make a bed without taking one of the villagers. Being at least a little bit considerate. But considering I'm stealing their food, they might reconsider. Let's see, any chests? No, just a smoker. I just find a crafting table or make one. Oh, they have a bell. Saplings, apple, food. Like a potato. It's good food. I don't know how, but a potato is just top tier. Once I know the gold. Alright, now it's time to check this one. Wait, you have a church and you have a church. Is there a bell here? Yeah, there is a bell. Good, because I will be taking that bell. There is no other option. You have to steal their bell. What else am I supposed to do? This will be a chest. Yes. A feather. Not the best loot, but good starter loot at least. At least it's food. Alright, now let's get crafting then. What does he even have growing here? There we go. Wood. Pickaxe. That's what I was looking for. Just carrots. Oh, come on. Then I have to go up. We're going to Freakum real quick. My PC just starts immediately doing stuff. Like, just... Oh. Oh. Like, just on top of this hill. But that is interesting. Alright, then move up the hill, I guess. Not after stealing the bell. Can I do the first one with Iron Golem out of the way? Will it work with this? Yes, it will. Right, I've yoinked their bell. Now it's time to climb a mountain. Live on top of the mountain. Not going into caves in the mountain because, well, we don't know how caves go if you don't have iron yet. One skeleton, you're dead. That's just how those things go. But there's a beehive there as well. And there are emeralds. Oh, come on. There's the outpost. I'm not gonna risk my life just yet on that one. I'm thinking of first... This level should be good enough for at least the start of the castle. Sleep. The sleep has been achieved. Are there any roses somewhere? Any red on this mountain instead of blue? Yeah, some sheep, but not blue. But not red. Only blue. Could go for a blue bed, but I kind of want a red one. A classic bed. Alright, let's go into the forest then. See if there's anything. Start chopping some wood. You know, bigger supply of wood. Means I can at least build a decent house for myself. Then start working on getting a lot of cobblestone, making a wall. Then I'll have to find a gradient, which I'm going to use. Which is quite important, because, well, castles are generally made of one material, but look a bit different. There we go. Ah, come on. This is just surface level. Fine, we'll make another crafting table. I'll end up having multiple anyway. Even though it's just one, it's the start of something. It is a shield, after all. And coal, of course, for torches or fuel or any other coal-related stuff. Ooh, experience. All of my hotbar is filled with food. So I don't have all the things yet I usually fill my hotbar up with. Yes, and I'm using my wooden pickaxe. I'm not one to waste resources. Even though I just made a second crafting table. Alright, is it gonna be anything? Everything? No more coal. It's the end of the vein. Now, where? There. That's all I was looking for. Small, little, tiny flower. But it will make a difference to me because I'd rather have a red bed. This is a massive cave. Please let there just be iron at the surface. Of course there isn't. There is some coal though. And some copper. Oh, that could have ended badly. Cow. Can I go up? Well, I can't go up there. There are so many beehives. And we're back. Singular chests, put things in that I don't need. Don't need this though. Perfect. And then I technically need to start flattening this entire area. So I guess I'll start with this hump. Just gonna fill this in for now. Make it flat. Put stuff away. Is there any more cobblestone? First, I want to start on the top layers, just so it's at least flat. I just can't stand things if it's just uneven, even while taking it down. And one layer's gone. Second layer time. This will go a lot faster once I have shovels. But for now, it's cobblestone time. Realized I didn't plant any of my saplings nearby. Like any. And I do need a lot of wood for my house because it's going to be mainly made out of wood. So of course you would need a lot of wood. Considering I need sticks, I'm just gonna do this, then I'm gonna turn this on because I'm lazy. campfire for obvious reasons. That reason being that, and then we need this. Shield equipped. Steak done. Make more steak. I guess a shovel would be nice, and a sword would be nice. This is a lot faster. It's weird to think that sticks are the one thing holding me back here, considering you don't have a lot of wood on a mountain. If I were to live like down there in a forest, I would have enough wood. But no, I live up here. I've almost went through an entire shovel already. How does one do it? I don't know. At least I have a shield and a sword. So I am capable of the basic defense. I should probably keep all my first tools. So I can eventually make a Hall of Fame with all just one durability tools that I had. First one, of course. Like the first wooden pickaxe. 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's put it away. That is the first tool of many that will be added to the list. But yeah. Probably turn on my fan considering it's quite hot. Because even though it's September here in the Netherlands, the weather is a bit scuffed. How much you have left in this? 33. That is not a lot. Twelve, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put these two away, these two are first ones. And then make more sticks. Make another shovel. Like this shovel I can break. I basically started living in between a village and a outpost. which I'm sure will be a lot of fun. Composter's going to be great. If we go this way, it does go down quite a bit. So don't have to worry about the other side. There we go. Composter made as well because I'm not saving all these flowers. And I'd rather use them on saplings. Go, these flowers are going to have to go as well. There we go. Create a small one. Apparently I left something behind up here. Oh yeah, I left some seeds behind. Oh well. Stick. And I'm gonna go away. I am looking for saplings. Oh wait, there's a sapling. I was about to say, what are the odds of not getting a sapling from your sapling? What I did get was 7 sticks. Which means 2 shovels. Because dirt is going to be my biggest enemy for now. Even though stone will eventually take over. And what also released today, which got me quite excited, was the new trailer for the Minecraft movie. Which they could have done it better, in my opinion. Doing it live action, kinda meh. But check black. That is just selling it for me. Otherwise, the move would be a really hard sell, I think. I hope there is some iron in here. At least. And the layers are also getting bigger, so I might want to start working from the side instead of the top. Yeah, man. There we go. Actually, put my Discord a little bit more forward, so if somebody joins me, I can actually see. Considering I don't have Discord overlay turned on, which I should have, but I'm lazy. Speaking of iron, it's gonna be enough though. For a bucket, which would launch food for me. All I need is this, 2 planks. Does that require 4 slabs though? That is my biggest question. I think so. I'm gonna put the 5th one in there anyway. That means I'm gonna have a bucket. Yeah, I don't need this one. Bucket. Because buckets are valuable, you can mitigate fall damage, you can start agriculture. You can catch axolotls. Food has arrived. That was just delivery, basically. Nope. Nope. I'm quite fast and nope in a situation like that. We're looking into a cave and it's just zombies. More zombies. Some more zombies. Now that I have a bucket of water, I'm gonna need 2 of them. Wait, I have a bucket of water. You can do climbing with a bucket of water. There is coal there. Maybe even more resources. You can do this. Boom. It said mitigate fall damage. Although this one is skill based, so if you fail, you will die. "17 durability left on my first stone pickaxe." "11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Man, tired. I had to wake up early because I had to go to the doctor because my ear was shut. Again, I see a goat. And I see iron. I'm gonna need to craft a new pickaxe, but after that I'm gonna immediately use my vast resources to try and get a goat. At least a horn. Wait, wouldn't there be powdered snow here? I don't trust it. Hey, 6 iron is 6 iron. Enough for a pickaxe and then something that costs 3. And sorry if I'm a bit quiet, I'm just tired. I had to be at the doctor at like the magnificent time of 8:15. Yeah, man. I'm perfectly placed here that one of them can't get mad at me. Yeah, man. Well, I don't really want to get closer to them. Just want your horn. Get back here, you goat. Get back here. Get back. Come on. Get up here. Get up here, put your head down, and run into me. Come on. You just know you want to. Just a sudden peekaboo is funny. Come on, not even gonna be aggroed. Like, not even, dude. Come on. You just jumped over my contraption to get you to lose your horns. Right, there are two of you now. One of you is gonna have to get mad at me, right? No? Nobody? Not even a single? Not even a little bit mad at me? I'm just here. Come on, I'm perfectly lined up for you. Come on. Just lower your head and run at me. Oh, popped off. Alright, that satisfies me already. I'm not gonna spend more, I'm not gonna be wasting more of my time. I have enough gold to spend. And let's continue filling our inventory with dirt. And more iron. Is it just 2? It sure seems like it. Wait, it's just 2? That's perfect. Actually perfect. Oh, there's another one. Oh well. So the tools that I've currently saved is pickaxe, shovel, pickaxe. More bread. Yeah, man. I need to sleep. Come on, let me sleep. There we go. Yeah, my day was a bit long. Said I'm going to the doctor early to basically hear that, yeah, your ear is shut. Might remain shut for like 2 months. And I think it just opened as well. So yeah. And also... then I had to empty my dad's boat of any water. Because the weather exists and it's annoying me. With rain. So because it's raining, at least I get paid to empty the boat. So also what I quite like about it. You just get paid to, every once in a while, just jump in. I have to use a hand pump though. Although we do have a couple of drills. It would be funny if I managed to make an attachment that attaches to the drill and just remove the handle. Yeah, pump does go all the way though. Might be a slight bit concerning. Alright, I want to have a little bit more just free flat space for a house. So I can start working on that, make this less boring. That's the thing with streaming, you have to make it less boring. If you're recording, you can just do the boring part and make a time-lapse out of it. More emeralds. There's probably a lot more area than expected. Even more emeralds, come on. They're just teasing me. Let's get another one shovel, one pickaxe. And then do that. Shovel immediately. What do we use? I don't know what I'm going to use this dirt for yet. I'm just going to remove all this dirt here. And see how much actual stone is underneath. Or coal. Nice. Thanks to mods, my broken things automatically switch. I also have a mini-map which shows me that this hill bit is quite big. Same with this one, it extends to this third one. There's the outpost. So there, as you can see, there's a village here, but it's too far away. I completely missed the village here because I went to... Like, I spawned around here. And I immediately went through the ice spikes there in a mountain. Completely ignoring this, what looks like quite a large village. Oh well. There's a ruined portal there. Massive caves. And I'm just here on a mountain. There are the emeralds. But yeah. Just some mods and some resource packs. Just to make the gameplay a little bit more enjoyable. Especially considering I don't play competitive, just on servers with friends. Sheep, get out of the way or you'll be my next meal. Alright, doesn't look that... starts to look more spacious. Now if I just... cut this part out. Should already be helpful. Just because I want a bit of a bigger house already. Like, make a decent starter base. And I also did something stupid on Monday. I was traveling back from sleeping over at a friend's house. And I have 2 cars that I use for the public transport, or at least for the trains. One that actually has a school thing on it, because the Dutch government is basically saying, oh, you're a student, that means you don't have a lot of money. As long as you're in school, we'll provide you with public transit for free on either the weekdays or weekends. I went for the weekdays. I also have another card that is specifically for the weekends. Just a subscription that I pay monthly to be allowed to do that first class. I've made a mistake of thinking it was like Sunday while it was Monday. So next time I'm gonna get the bill, it's gonna be another 30 bucks extra on top of the 45. Considering I traveled first class without noticing that I was using the wrong card. If I noticed halfway through, I would have checked in and checked out quite quickly. And switched cards. But nope, I only figured it out because I told my mom I was glad I could travel first class. She said it was money, and I was like, well, shit. There went my money. Actually starting to become more spacious already. Of course, not big enough for a house just yet. I need to make another one of these. And I need to make another chest just for dirt. And probably one for stone as well. Let the start of a chest monster commence. Let's see, we have 8, but we need a pickaxe. So that leaves me with 5. I guess a helmet. Just so I at least have some form of protection on my head. The thing is, do I expand south or west? I feel like I just remove this part. I can also do smart tool switch, but I'm not gonna do that. kind of want to find spiders and then get to string to use for fishing rod. Spider up there. There should be a spider somewhere here. You will give me multiple string. Thank you. Exactly what I needed. Fishing rod. It's indeed what I need. I know the one was bad. Hey, I can go fishing now. Hey, I made my first stone axe, actually. There we go. We already have the sapling again. Oak sapling. Where is the other one? There is the other one. Stick. Also, I don't know why, but I've somehow started to attract spiders. Don't know how happy I am with that, considering I've had one big one walk on my leg on Sunday. Then on Tuesday I had a small one on me, and today again. The small one. They just walk on me and expect me to do basically nothing, and I usually do nothing apart from just getting them off of me. If I'm outside and there's like a tiny spider walking on my hand, I'm like, where's the nearest tree, leaf, bush, or anything green where I can drop you off on? Where can I deposit the thing? That is my first question. Where can one deposit the spider? And usually, as I said, it's on a leaf or tree or a bush. Whatever is nearest. Apart from that big one, I just straight up wiped that one on the floor. I wiped it away and it just fell on the floor. It was grass. Or near a lake. Alright. Will we have enough space for at least the start of a house? Think what the house will look like. Yay! I have to make a house. I'm almost through this stone pickaxe. Can it hold on for long enough? Oh yeah, it can. Let's see, has anything else dropped down here? Just a sapling. There's at least enough space if I continue digging to make a little bit of farmland, at least. Which I deem rather necessary. Because food is something you need to live. In general. If you don't eat, you die. That's why you eat. It's also a good excuse to eat something sweet or anything like that. Just as an excuse, you can say, well, if I don't eat, I'll die. There we go, some emeralds. Hopefully that was all. Probably wasn't all. Alright, let's first make an infinite water source. By running down a hill. And I'll start fishing immediately as well. But they don't even have to go all the way. If I'm smart about this. No, I don't want to do it that way. No, that one. There we go. Oh, hey, there are multiple zombies. Ooh, that one has actual armor on. Of course, didn't give it to me, but... Whoop. I saw it and I had to have it. I see a flat side. I didn't even fish, but I at least can make an infinite water source. But because space here is unlimited, I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then grab another source. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess shut it off there. Now I need to make a stone hoe. And I'm gonna need water again. Stone hoe. These 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess this will be the potato bit. And after this comes the carrot bit. And right here comes the seed. It only activates after you planted a seed. That's kind of weird, but okay. Means I'm gonna drop my emeralds in here. Yeah, man. Been sneezing for a bit as well. Could just be my body saying, alright, everything that's been stuck in there for the last month, out with that. Which I completely understand because I'm getting sick of it as well. Alright. Yeah, it goes on a lot more that way. So in order to keep it at least a little bit simple, if I just do 1, 2, 3, 4 again. Dig away the dirt, then dig away the stone. And have a lot more space. Which I'm gonna need because I still don't have enough space to build a house. Something I kind of want to do this stream still. Or at least make a start. Like plan out the size. Funny thing is though, next week will be the first stream where school has started again. I'm one of the only ones that starts next week. Most schools here in the Netherlands have started this week already. Which means if there are any Dutch viewers out there, have fun. It's school. What are you gonna do about it? I know how tough school can be, but especially if your entire class is not working with you, literally. We did a lot of like kind of secondary school, I guess. But we had to do a lot of things in like groups of 2. We had an uneven amount of people in our class. Guess who got to go to the teacher a lot because he didn't have anyone. And yeah, that was not a fun time for my confidence. But hey, after that year, which went terrible, next couple of years went an infinite amount of times better. And yeah. Fun. Speaking of fun, I have a project car and I ordered parts. Those have arrived. Those parts consist of oil, a battery, because well, there is a battery, but battery is like over 20 years old. At that point, you're not gonna use that to start your car. But apart from getting putting a new battery in, new oil, which is 20W50, which if you know what that means, it's a classic. And it's oil you can basically never find anywhere else. You have to basically, it is just, because for older cars, no general store carries it, because why would you carry oil for old cars that basically nobody drives anymore? Just, they have oil for newer cars because that's what people drive, so that sells. Having oil that doesn't sell on your shelves takes up valuable space, which you need for profit, because you want to sell stuff which generates profit, of course. So that's what you stock your shelves with. Things that sell. If used anti-racing oil, if old, like 20W50 doesn't sell, then they'll just not put it in. But apart from that, it is also a bit rusty and a bit rotten, so I ordered a piece of metal for it. It is underneath the doors, which means that with a Dutch road, you park on the side of the road, it slopes down a bit so water can go away. But oh no, it slopes down. There's also water gets into that's lowest point of the car. There's gravity. And starts rusting it out. So that, and some light bulbs because the headlights burned out. Probably some electrical issue. Should probably look at it a little bit. Just to see if all the ground wires are properly grounded. All the wires are still in one piece, because there was a mouse nest. And those little shits do like to bite through your wires and wreck your entire wiring system. So that will be a fun time to see if because most lights work. I think the oil pressure light works because that's on before you start the car. Like you turn onto accessory and it just shows, hey, you have no oil pressure. Makes sense. The engine isn't on, which means you have no oil pressure. That's something you get once the pump starts moving, and the pump starts moving once your engine's running. That's when you get oil pressure. The light switch does turn on the necessary lights, so like a green light for running lights, and then for the high beams, a blue light. Those work. But the light bulbs, yeah, no. They like to not work. So I ordered 4, and I only need 2. But I'd rather have spares. In case one of them burns out yet again. Then you're not stuck with it. Then you at least have the pleasure of replacing it immediately. And I did order an oil catch can on AliExpress, but that being AliExpress, it will only arrive on the 4th of October. Which, of course, is late. Oh, perfect. Carrots are done. There we go. Fix the problem. for the wood that I need. Because I need to make more stone pickaxes. The reason I'm working with stone pickaxes and not with my iron pickaxe is because I don't have a lot of iron, but I do have a lot of stone. It's resource availability. Stone I get from mining this out. That's same can't be said for the iron. There is some iron there, not enough. Yeah, man. Again, there's the sun. It's going down. Sleep. Is that a? That's just a big tree. There is some space already getting ready. But I'm gonna do another like this. I'm gonna do a bigger chunk. I'm gonna do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm just gonna do 8, and that should be at least some space. I think I'm going actually for an L-shaped house with an overhang to make it square on the second floor. I will make plans. And then we have 5 more, and 3 is 8. But it's weird that my ear basically just opened. Of course, it's gonna go shut pretty soon again. I can just feel it. Because my body is capable of annoying me like that. But having at least more than none hearing in more like 1% hearing in your ear is nice. Just because, especially when playing a game like War Thunder, where listening for engine sound can be incredibly important. Then having it all go bad immediately. And again, with War Thunder, it's also the fact that you're reliant on teammates that makes the game less fun. Because I've had a game today where I was doing decent. I was in a more defensive position already because I was in an Italian tank destroyer. And for some reason my team decided to disintegrate and leave me basically behind. Because they were too busy being dumb and letting me down. And I had to accept the consequences of that by getting attacked by like 3 tanks at the exact same time. It's generally how it goes. Your entire team moves forward. You manage to get a couple of kills. The rest of your team is just crumbling like a cookie. And that ends up with you being on your own. I mean, I'm not the best War Thunder player either. I can do incredibly stupid things, but if I'm in the right vehicle, I can at least hold my own. Like an Italian tank destroyer. I can at least return some fire. There are some people that just look around like, where did the fire come from? Where did I get hit from? Or they just ignored like a German main. Like I have the L3 in my lineup as well because smallest tango, but and I just moved up behind the Panzer IV. I think it was Panzer IV-F, and at first it didn't notice me. Like it only noticed me probably by the sound, and it did kill me, which I'm slightly annoyed by that always, because why would you kill something that harmless? It is just unable to hurt you, apart from maybe damaging a track. Not even taking it out, just damaging it. Like making it turn like orange or something instead of just taking it out, which... that's more of an AA job. And yes, I do more often use anti-air on land vehicles than on aircraft. It is funny. It is funny to abuse the system that way. But just... yeah. If the anti-air is a big enough gun, who are they to tell you that you cannot use it against armored vehicles? You can tell me what to do. I will use the anti-air for armored vehicles. I mean, what's more fun than bullying a Panther? Wow, you're an anti-air. And the Panther just not being able to move because you took both if its tracks out, and when it's finally moving again. You want to know what I did? I did the funniest thing ever and took both its tracks out again, making him just unable to move. And then some teammates took care of it. It was actually fun. When you first start playing War Thunder, you just are too naive and you just rush in and immediately die instead of... oh, I arrive in like a village, time to move a bit slower to prevent running into a street and just seeing 3 enemy tanks looking at you. Also come from unpredictable directions. Nothing's funnier than what I had today, which was surprising a Puma with a shot in the back of the turret. It did not notice me at all. And I just shot it. It was funny. I shot it in the back of the turret and it just died. Great, I'm gonna have to make more pickaxes. Guess I'm almost done with this part. Oh, you... Why? You're the one with the one horn that I already have. I already own that one. These are almost new, so I'm just gonna do this and then make a shovel. That should be enough. Now, let's get back to mining. Then after that I can plan at least 1 or 2/3 of the house. Then prepare the L part, and once the L part is planned in and the square has been made, it's gonna be a decent house. Then I'm going to surround it by a wall. Massive wall where you can walk in between. Have multiple layers with slots in there to shoot arrows from. Have there will be a gate. With massive towers on both sides. With view directly downward, because what is funnier than being able to just shoot who's at the gate? There we go. Quick break and let's continue. This is gonna take more time than expected. Oh well. And I'm almost through. See, that was one pickaxe already. These ones break a lot quicker. Yeah. This is a lot slower than actually trying to progress, but I just want to build one building, then I'm gonna make a strip mine for iron and diamonds, then I'm gonna get diamonds, then I'm going to go to the nether, then I'm going to go to the end, and then I've beaten the game. That's basically how I want to progress. First get diamond armor, which will be decently enchanted. Have potions of slow falling, defeat the ender dragon, then go back. Prepare more slow falling. And more stuff for an end bust. And then go end busting. If it ever comes that far, I could also die this stream still. Do not underestimate my stupidity. It does not stop here. And I also need to clean up my room. Like, it's a mess. I did clean up a little bit today, but should do more. Specifically my desk also a bit. Just my desk and my floor. Need to figure out what I have in my closet and what can get out of there. So I can put more stuff in there again. But this time it's different stuff. You know, just general room cleaning things. Ooh, my potatoes are ready. Quite a lot of them. Potatoes. Potatoes are just good in any way. They're potatoes. You can do whatever you want with them. It will taste good. Like, boil them. They're delicious. Bake them. They're delicious. Deep fry them. They're delicious. Well, no matter what you do with a potato, when cooking, it will probably taste decent. And if you know what you're doing, it will taste delicious. Do I have another pickaxe ready? Nope, I do not have another pickaxe ready. Oh boy, I have to make another one. Don't really care, there is enough space. There's a lot more space now. I'm actually starting to take a chunk out of this chunk of land. Sun is still up. But it's still weird how my ear just opened right before stream. It was like, oh, we're streaming Minecraft? Alright, then we'll have to open up. As long as it remains open, doesn't shut again, I'm happy. Of course, it will shut again as soon as I get another cold, because it was shut, then it was opened, then it basically rolled straight into another cold. Where, yeah. It's shut again, but this time on the inside. Hey, dirt. Should I make a basement for that? I should probably do. Probably put a basement in there as well that leads to a mine shaft. Ooh, that would be funny as well, that you have a bit of an underground thing. Like an underground tunnel system. It goes underneath the entire thing. And then goes into the cave after going through. We're basically connecting to every single house. You can visit your neighbors underground, or you can go mining with your neighbors underground. I'm probably halfway there in like an hour and 40 minutes. But hey, at least we're getting somewhere, right? Maybe gonna give the house like an outside frame of spruce. I don't want to make like a three block thick wall, right? Just an outside frame made from some log type. It could go for cherry. Actually, yeah, let's go for cherry outside. Then some sort of stone. Other building material on the inside. Turn around. Turn around and hit me. Nope, alright. So the goat is not gonna be mad that I removed his hill. Removing his ability to climb. Because how can you climb a hill if the hill is not there anymore? Almost filled up an entire chest with cobblestone. There we go. Yeah, I guess I could use cobblestone as kind of a marker. Guess 3 block, like an outside frame made out of wood. An outside wall made from sort of stone or other material. Then an inside wall, which is just decorative blocks. So like a wallpaper, and that gives some depth to the entire thing. So if I put 1 block down here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is 20 blocks. And if this is just going to be the normal thing, I might as well do then 2 more there. And 2 more there. Save up on space. Oh yeah, come over here. I know you want to run at me. Give me your chicken horn. I know you want to do it. Try to at least. Come on. Are you gonna be this childish? Like, oh, you want me? You want my horn? Well, then no. Eh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold on. I need dirt. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, do we have 19 or 20 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 20. I want 20 on the inside. And here I'll do like 12, I guess, on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You guys did that, which leaves with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put 1 inward means 5 blocks wide. Means I'm going to put it there. And it keeps it 7 blocks wide. There we go. At least I did some planning. Now it's going to be back to digging because this spot needs to be dug out a bit more in order to give me the necessary resources and space. Pickaxe gonna break now. Yep. Just continuous digging. Not even digging a hole, just removing mountain to make house. To make house, it'll probably end up ugly because I have no idea what I'm going to do for a roof yet. There we go. Oh, hey. More iron. I'm not gonna say no to more iron, it's more iron. Who doesn't like the extra resources that are provided? Yeah, now it is just stone. I was about to say, when will this end? But this ends once there is none left. Because I've chosen this location myself. So I've basically dug my own grave in that sense. That tree is grown. Wheat is going a tad bit slow, for the fact that 2 are done. One more bread. Immediately another pickaxe. I'm actually going to do this, and then because I'm going to deal with a lot more stone, make 4 more pickaxes. This will become a bit longer. As you can see. At least if I'm over here, I have a beautiful view of the village. And just an ice spikes biome. Guess who doesn't like an ice spikes biome? Honestly, if I clean my room up, I might be able to even start sim racing again. Considering that's one of the things that I couldn't do because my room is not too full. Like a stool is blocking my setup. Because then I might be able to do some more either driving or sim racing streams. Things like Assetto Corsa, maybe some Euro Truck Sim, maybe some American Truck Sim. You know, the fun stuff. Because what else would be more fun than just driving truck? I think actually, if I remember correctly, just have a white truck with blue stripes with 2 number plates on the dashboard. One having on its sports and the other having lorry. Little homage to Top Gear. It being the sports lorry. Also said that they're coming to an end. They deserve it after 22 years. Like, they've worked as longer than I lived. Those three, Clarkson, Hammond, and May, have been together since 2002. Then they've done for a while Top Gear together. Then Clarkson punched somebody and got fired by the BBC because it's the BBC. Then the BBC proceeded to fuck Top Gear and just try and replicate it because it was a program that was beloved by most. Considering it, even with all the controversies they've had, especially Clarkson. Like they've insulted everybody and yet nobody was insulted. They made a joke about speed cameras with Osama bin Laden. Because he knows that if he stays under the speed limit, he'll be perfectly safe. Just to prove that they were just not useful at all, because first he gave an example with like a kid that did drugs and just was so high he just couldn't drive the speed limit because, well, just brain couldn't comprehend, apparently. Then they showed Osama bin Laden, like, oh, he knows if he remains under speed limit, he's safe. And yeah. Then they showed an old lady who was basically just doing nothing illegal apart from driving a little bit over the speed limit because, well, she didn't notice it. Boom. Fine. Of course, speed cameras can be useful. But they always put it on spots where a lot of people just speed. Like here in the Netherlands, sometimes you have zones from going from like 70 to 80. And that's 70s in between two 80 zones. So if you don't notice that you're allowed to do 70 and keep doing 80, they're gonna get a fine for speeding. Because that's why they position them in those kind of spots, which of course, otherwise they're not nearly as useful. Also, Dutch law is weird because on highways you're allowed to do 100 kilometers an hour between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. But from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m., which means during the evening and night, you're allowed to do 130 kilometers an hour. Meaning, if it's late at night, you can speed up, but throughout the day you have to go slower. And they open an extra lane, which basically, if it's closed, it's for emergencies, like your car breaks down. You basically move to the hard shoulder. But they opened the hard shoulder up for normal traffic if it's busy throughout rush hours, especially because then they realize we need more throughput than normal because it's rush hour. Then we need the extra lane, otherwise we don't need the extra lane. Wait, I just realized the Dutch inadvertently solved the just one more lane bro argument that Americans use. They like, just add one more lane bro, it will fix everything, just add one more lane. Then you add one more lane and realize it didn't fix traffic at all because people that didn't take that road realize that road is open again, which means I can take that to go to work faster, and then they get stuck in traffic again, but this time with an extra lane. That definitely solved traffic. And then they give the same argument, and then you end up with like 10-lane highways, and bad drivers never miss their exit. So you get people swerving from like 5 lanes over just to make their exit. Instead, keep it as like a 2 or 3 lane highway and just have the proper infrastructure for it. Keep the roads higher quality because you have less road, so maintenance is easier. Because maintaining 3 lanes is easier than 10. That's a thing. It takes up less space, which means you have more space for other things like public transport, which takes the load off of the road. Your roads will last longer because you have less traffic running over them. And basically it saves money. With public transport, of course, some people just despise it. And I agree there are some shortcomings and annoyances, especially for me, especially like if you bring like a small, very loud child onto a train, especially if two very loud children, and just don't bother with trying to keep them quiet whatsoever, then just why get onto the train? It's basically the same thing with babies on a plane. Depending on how long. I mean, if they're just going from one station to the next one, sure. But that's not always the case. Sometimes the next station is an hour away. Ooh, what a lot of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're gonna put you here. But yeah, if like the next station is like an hour and a half to go, or like an hour to go, then it is basically the same as a baby on a plane. People are going to look very annoyed. And Dutch trains have actually a place for you to be like a bit of a it's a silent part of the train where you have to be silent. It's for people that want to either just read, sleep a bit, you know, do all the important stuff that you usually do on a train, but in silence. And if you are not silent in those parts of the train, people will let you know. That's incredibly funny to figure out. Somebody's talking on the train where they're supposed to be silent. Who will snap first? Because it's just a matter of who snaps first, not if is somebody going to snap. And I'll just then hopefully you'll have a person that is nice enough to just ask. And the NS, which is basically the Dutch Railway, if you translate it, have a system where you can send like a message to this. I would compare it to emergency services, but it's like kind of like that, but not for emergencies at all. More like, oh yeah, there are like people in first class that are not supposed to be there. Because of course we have first and second class. Which, in some trains, it is actually worth it. And in other trains, it's basically just seating guarantee. Like we have intercities and sprinters. Sprinters are basically sprinting from station to station, stopping everywhere but accelerating quickly so they spend less time, you know, going slow. Intercities are a bit slower maybe, but they don't stop everywhere. They go from big station to big station. And with the sprinters, first class is more seating guarantee because more of a regional train. They've also managed to figure out the perfect way to have the busiest train also be the shortest. They figured that out somehow. Like, how can we make the busiest train also the shortest one? That is just something special. I can remember like years ago when they had older trains that were shorter. Like these days when I have to go to school, either a sprinter which consists of 4 parts or 6 parts arrives. They're all multiple unit trains. But just when one arrives, one of those old ones consisted of either 4 or 3 parts. And back then, you could count on it. If you had to go to school early and it was busy, a 3-parter will arrive. With no other train supporting it, because sometimes they're basically coupling another train to it. It's just to couple another train onto what they already have to make it longer, or the train splits up, then they'll just keep telling the front part of the train is ending here. Or the rear part of the train is ending here. Everybody that wants to continue, go to the front part. I wonder how many people missed that and then missed their train because the train just leaves them behind because they didn't know the train would not move. Dutch public railway system is sometimes just magical. The length of trains are weird. Sometimes the entire train is a bit weird. Me and a friend have had multiple times where we were sitting in first class because we have a subscription for that. Apparently, conductors can get suspicious of that. Like, two teenagers sitting in first class. They probably don't have a valid ticket to be sitting there, which means we can give them a fine. And then you present your card and it works, and then they'll remain friendly. But you will notice that they're kind of like, turns out they actually have a legit ticket. And can actually sit there without consequences. I can understand why you think that. There are some teenagers that just sit in first class when they're not supposed to. And do it on purpose because, well, it is first class. It is a little bit more luxurious. And actually, on most trains, it's the only part where they actually have power. Where are just some outlets. Which I can understand why you want to sit there if you require a power outlet. If your phone didn't charge, let's say your phone didn't charge properly. Sometimes phones do that. Where they just refuse to charge. Because you didn't plug the charger in far enough. And now you suffer the consequences of your own actions. Very annoying. And then it's just a matter of, oh, but I'll bring my charger with me, sit in first class, let it charge for a bit, and then leave again once I actually have to leave. But if a conductor arrives then you're screwed. You have to pay up. It's like 45 euros on top of... Oh no, wait, that is when you actually didn't buy a ticket. Which some people do as well. They just don't buy a ticket and go onto the train. Or they don't check in. Which the Dutch public transport system is one of the only ones that actually requires a check-in and check-out. Like, you have to do both. Luckily, major stations have gates, which a lot of people get confused by. Which is funny to watch. It's funny to watch people just stand there confused, like, where do I put my card? How? And after a lot of fumbling, they figure it out, and then it's like, oh, this is how the system works, I guess. I said, it's Dutch public transport. It's weird. It's weird, but very functional. Apart from like very small villages who just have no public transport at all. Apart from like a bus that goes every once an hour. Most train stations just... Most villages have a train station. It's a very small one. Because sometimes pass one that is just literally a bit like a platform in between tracks. Tracks widen a bit, boom, there's your platform. You don't get any anything else. That is it. That is all the platform you get. And I've crept up on my spruce tree with my terraforming, which is going decently, by the way. Although I might just have to taper it down a little bit more, because it is starting to... Like right here, it's starting to fix itself. It's starting to reach the bottom. But on the other side, it goes down a lot steeper. Which means I have to work with that. I also have to remove this entire tree. Because it's in the way. See, here it's basically fixed. Then you arrive here, which it isn't fixed yet. And here it slopes down even more. And then right here it connects again. So right here it's fine. Here it isn't fine. I guess I can make it slope a lot more down. I might need to craft more torches though. Oh wait, I have sticks. I can craft torches. You a skeleton. You are a skeleton. Fine, I will fight you, but on my terms. With my 2 durability shovel, I will help the skeleton out. Fine. Now, where is the little shit? I think it actually went down. Why are you not getting knocked back? Should probably run a bit. There we go. That solved that problem. I'm gonna light it up a little bit. Just so ooh, iron. Like, that's why we have a shield. That's why shields are so bloody useful. I technically got blown up by a creeper. Would have done actual damage. If I didn't have a shield equipped to block everything. Dude, not today, thank you. Deflect the projectile with a shield. And deflect the projectile I did. Ooh, actually, it is starting to come together. Like, we're already way past the trees now. Great, I ran out of dirt again. Shovels will be used. So I just shovel away all this dirt here. I can immediately reuse it. I saw a cat in a cave and my mind immediately went to, that's not a cat cafe, that's a cat cave. Or cafe, I guess. There's a lot of dirt going. Alright, it should be a little, like, decent amount of dirt for now. No, my dirt. There we go, that is that connected. Let's actually check the light levels, because I already see that it's too low here. And I don't want to create an accidental mob spawner. I'm not the person to start doing that. Heh. B-Rallis. There we go. Need more dirt. Inventory is almost overflowing with cobblestone. Don't want that. Need more dirt. Oh, everything is stuck on that little tree, alright. There we go. Now we're starting to get somewhere. It's also taking less and less resources. Because the run is getting shorter and shorter. Which means eventually it'll just be only this little bit thing. And then I'll have to add then I'll add an entire slope. Especially if I'm lazy and just do this. Just add a little bit of a wall, then just... a little bit of this, then you have this part, and just a little bit of a steeper hill there. I guess I can do that. And to finish it all off, I guess a little bit of fixing this up. There we go. And that's one hill made. One hill destroyed and one made. That brings me to a total of 0 hills. And on that note, what I'm gonna do is do this. Because I'm going to end it here. And before everybody leaves, I would like to say that if you enjoyed what you saw and like to see more, make sure to like, because this is going to end up on YouTube as a VOD. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do. If you liked it, if you disliked it, then you disliked it. I'm not going to bother you at all. But yeah. If you want to find the YouTube channel, you can use !YouTube in chat. And if you want to find the Discord, it's the same. But with instead of YouTube, it's Discord, !Discord. If you want to, you can join Discord if you want to have a chat with me. Have any ideas for streaming and all that stuff, because I'm always up to some ideas. Either if it's in a game I'm already playing, either if it's a new game. We'll see what happens. And yeah. I'll hope to see you guys on Friday with some Stormworks, where I'll probably do what I've done over the last couple of months, which is more boat interior. And yeah. With all that said, have a very pleasant couple of days. Goodbye.